All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to share with you how to properly fill out your W-4. I've been getting a lot of people wanting me to explain to them how you can properly fill out your W-4. So before I start, I want to start off by saying thank you for listening to me. My name is Greg Napier. I'm from the state of Ohio, Columbus, the city of Columbus. And I'm going to share with you why the government says that 83% of Americans are filling out their W-4 form incorrectly. And the example I'm going to use is going to be quite simple. It's going to be a single parent with two children. Now, before I showed this to a couple people, you would think that a single parent, she would put down, or he would put down, whichever case may be, themselves and two kids, and that would be it. And that's what you would put on your form. There's a lot more to that form than just putting yourself and two children, because you are leaving a lot of money on the table. And when I say you're leaving a lot of money on the table, you're leaving a lot of money on the table to the tune of thousands. And let me explain something to you real quickly. The IRS is not a bank. The IRS is a holding tank that takes in your money, millions of dollars each and every week, and they deposit it into banks of their choice. And what happens is the banks are taking your money and loaning your money out at high interest rate, low interest rates, whatever they want. Okay, because that's just how the game is played. In return, the IRS is sending you an income tax refund at the end of the year. Okay, I'm going to give you some heads up here on, like, most Americans are not even aware of this. And this is a legal document that comes from the IRS. You can go to irs.gov and you can actually download this and fill it out online, or you can print it and fill it out manually, turn it into your HR department. In the past, and right now, you probably only saw this piece right here called the Employee's Withholding Allowance Certificate. Now, I'm going to share with you how to just fill out a portion of it. And remember, this example is a single parent, two children. Remember that. It's going to make a lot of sense. And here's the reason why I'm sharing this, because so many people just don't understand that that's their money. You do not have to wait until the end of the year to get a refund check. Can you fill this out on your own? Yes. Most Americans don't fill it out properly because they didn't even know that there was a front side and a back side to this. All you knew about was this right here. All you knew was they gave you this when you went, you put in this, and most of you, if you were single, you put in 0. If you had kids, you put in this. And it says on the form, if at any time throughout your employment anything changes, come to personnel or go online and make the proper adjustments. This is your money, ladies and gentlemen. This is why Americans are in the state that they're in, because they don't understand that if you just make a small adjustment on this form, you can get anywhere from $200 to $800 back return. Yeah, your money. That's your money that you can use, and you wouldn't have to work no overtime. You wouldn't have to go out and get a second job. You can just use your money. And I want to explain to you later on that if you want to learn more about how you can do this, and yes, this is going to be a call, have a call to action on what you need to do, because yeah, you can fill this out, but here's where the caveat comes in. You fill it out, those allowances are yours, okay? But if you don't have any expenses to write off, you can't offset what you just took out. Because the money is yours, but you have to have, see, the laws are set up for you to have a business. That's what this is. This is how this is set up, ladies and gentlemen. To have a business, whether it's working from home, whether it's brick and mortar, because the laws are set up for business owners. So we can show you how to make a small adjustment on your W-4, collect that money week after week after week, and use that money to pay off your debt. Yes. For a fraction of the cost of what you were doing before this. So let me start here, and I got to put my spectacles on. Yes, I'm almost 60 years old, so yes, I need glasses. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go line by line, and I'm only going to show you how to fill out the first part. If you want to learn more, then my number will be on this video somewhere, and you can contact me, and we can have a one-on-one consultation, and I can show you exactly how to get all of the benefits that are allotted to you by simply making a small adjustment on this and turning it in, and now you are in business to start getting out of debt using your money. How would your life look like if you were able to use your money instead of waiting to the end of the year? Because here's the deal. When you're waiting to the end of the year, you are giving the government an interest-free loan on your money at a third that's coming off your check every 2 weeks or every week or however you get paid. A third, just imagine that, a third of your money is coming off the top and it's going to the IRS. Like I said, the IRS is a holding tank, and they're taking that money and depositing it into a bank, and the bank is loaning your money out. Interest-free. Because you're not getting, that's why they're giving you a refund, because they know they took too much money, because they know the average American is not going to do this. And I'm going to show you right here where you can take advantage of this and start living the life that you absolutely deserve. So it's going to be a little short video. I'm going to go line by line on this thing. So it says enter one for yourself if no one else can claim you. So you type one in there, okay? You go to B, enter one if you are single and have only one job, okay? This particular individual is single, has one job and 2 kids. So here's one going in that box. Okay, we're at C. Enter one for your spouse, but you may choose to enter 0 if you are married and have either a working spouse or more than one job. In this case, she's single with 2 kids. So guess what? 0 is going in there. We're at D. Enter number of dependents other than your spouse or yourself you will claim on your tax return. Okay, 2 children. 2 is going there. Okay. Enter 1 if you will file as head of household on your tax return. See conditions on the head of household above. Now I know most men are saying, hey, I'm the head of household, and that may be true. But according to the IRS and their stipulations, this is what head of household is. Head of household, generally, you can claim head of household filing status on your tax return only if you are unmarried and pay more than 50% of the cost of keeping up a home for yourself and your dependents or other qualifying individuals. Well, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? This is a single parent with 2 children, and she's paying more than 50% because it's just her. So guess what? She's entering 1 here. Now we're on to line F. Enter 1 if you have at least $2,000 of child dependent care expenses. Okay, in this example, she has less than 2,000. She has at least 2,000 or more. So she's putting 1 in there because she's a single parent and she's sending her kids to child care, daycare, and she's paying that money. She's paying that money. Yes, I do this every day, and I run across people like this every day. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going down to G, child tax credit, including additional child tax credit. Okay, if your total income will be less than 70,000, 100,000 if married. Okay, she's single. In this example, she's making less than 70,000. Enter 2 for each eligible child. She has 2 children. Enter 2 for each, so that's 2. That's 4. Enter 2 for each eligible child. She has 2 children. That's 4 going in here, ladies and gentlemen. 4. Read it again in case you missed it. Child tax credit, including additional child tax credit. Okay, if your total income is less than 70,000, and in this example, she's single and her income is less than 70,000. Enter 2 for each eligible child. She has 2. So you're going to enter 2 for each eligible child. That's 4. So guess what? Now we're going down to line H. And you're going to enter line H, add lines A through G, and enter total here. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Now you can see why 83% of Americans are filling this form out. And I know most of you who are looking at this are going to say, okay, somewhere somebody told me you can only have 10 deductions. Well, first of all, it's not deductions, it's allowances. It's called the personal allowance worksheet. That's the first mistake. The second mistake is there is no such thing as a limit. I went line by line, and you are going to go line by line. And if you go line by line on this, before we start filling this form out, that person would have put in 1 for them and 2 for their 2 children, and that's it. That's why you're leaving money on the table. I'm not going to even go any further. If you want to learn how you can get some additional allowances, then you need to call me up and set up a consultation, or click on the video and watch more information. Yes, I'm telling you right now, ladies and gentlemen, this is serious business, and this is why most of Americans are in the state that they're in, because they don't believe it's real. And I've had several people, even on my team and not on my team, ask me, or tell me that their personnel department told them that you couldn't put that on there. I say, don't argue with the human resources person. Just go to the human resources person and say, hey, so-and-so, can you go over this form with me and we can go line by line? Now you can see here in this video that I went line by line and filled in the blanks according to what the form says. And as we conclude, we have 10 allowances. That person's going to turn that in, and now you're going to see a significant increase in their take-home pay. If you want to learn how you can take full advantage of this and become free using your money, you owe it to yourself to call me, set up a consultation, I'm not going to say or, because I don't like to say or. Set up the consultation and then look at the video that's going to be on here outside of this one. I love sharing, because sharing is caring, and I believe that all Americans need to know this. You're leaving a lot of money on the table, ladies and gentlemen. I can't emphasize that any more than that. My number will be on the video. You owe it to yourself to connect with me so I can show you. And there are additional, and there is a backside. And I put a post up on my Facebook page, and people are just bombarding me, wanting to know how they can fill this out properly. And I hope that this video is adding some value to your life and showing you how you are leaving thousands of dollars on the table. And this is just a small example of a single person with 2 children. Can you imagine a married person with more children or a single person with more children? Yes. Go through this. This is a legal document. I got this right off this is right off the IRS, right off the IRS website. Yeah. It's no hanky-panky here. It's not Greg's Law. This is the IRS. This is the government. This is the legal document. And here is the backside. And if you want to learn how to get some additional allowances, again, call me. So with all that said, I love you guys. Connect with me so I can show you how you can actually do that. I look forward to connecting with you. Have a wonderful and phenomenal day, morning or evening, whichever time it is when you're viewing this video.